If y'all anything like Miss Betty Burntout, you struggle to forgive and forget. I know if somebody crossed me, I basically just cross them off my list, my ex-husband. And soon y'all will know why I've divorced his apparatus. Gotta keep it clean for the babies. Gotta keep it clean for the babies. Well, he was a skirt chaser, y'all. Anytime there was a skirt in the vicinity, he was chasing that skirt. Now, he never put his hands on me. He knew not to put his hands on Miss Betty Burntout. Because if he would have put his hands on me, it'd have been like my cousin WINSday, razor blades and lemonade, hot grits all over the place. You give my boy. I kill myself sometimes. But what I'm trying to say is, I let him go many years ago. Caught him chasing one too many skirts, and I said, blah, be gone. But I never forgave him. Not that I ever want to be with him, but it's been weighing on my heart for years. Him and people like Hattie Mae Jones haven't forgiven him yet. I gotta get better, probably like yourself. We gotta get better at forgiving. How to, Freddy?
Wow. Razor blades and lemonade? Miss Betty Burntout, crazy with it. Listen to me. Today, we're gonna help Miss Betty Burntout. We're gonna help you. We're gonna help me. We're gonna figure out a few tips and tricks that can help us do better in the forgiveness category. Because I know when it comes to forgiveness, that's a tough situation because people do things to you and you kind of want to write them off forever. And some of us do. And that holds a heavy place in our hearts. We want to make sure we free our heart so we can be all that we can be. So the first tip to help you forgive and help us forgive is take responsibility for your part. Okay. Now I know there's sometimes that people do things to you, you didn't have anything to do with it, and that's a whole different scenario, and we'll tackle that piece a little bit later. But when there's a two-way street and you did things that led to a certain thing happening, I need you to analyze it. I need you to go back and replay it and figure out, was there anything on your part that you could have did different to create a different outcome? So that's number one. Take responsibility for your part. Tip number two is put yourself in the other person's shoes, because told you guys this thousands of times, you never ever know what somebody else is going through. And sometimes situations lead to other situations. And if you can walk in a mile in a man's moccasins, sometimes it gives you a different perspective. So take yourself out of your mental capacity and mental space and put yourself in that mental space, and then maybe it's a little bit clearer as to why they did whatever they did. Now, I'm not saying it's right. That will never make it right, but at least it gives you a core understanding of how to better deal with the situation, how to better address the situation moving forward. Tip number three, last but not least, you forgiving for you, not for them. You're forgiving for you, not for them. Because like Miss Betty Burntout, there was something in her heart that was telling her that she needed to forgive her ex-husband. She still didn't know how to do it. But we have to forgive because that forgiveness creates healing. I know for myself, being totally transparent, there are people in my past that I had to forgive, mainly like my stepmom. I don't even know if she knew, but I had a real heavy place in my heart for her of hatred. And so I had to let that go. And doesn't mean you got to hang with them, doesn't mean you have to call them and tell them, but you have to find a way in your heart of hearts to say, you know what, I forgive this person. I release all of the feelings and all of the pain and all of the anger and all my ill will into the environment. Sometimes you may have to even simulate it. Get a coffee can and put some dirt in it and pour it into the ocean or into the river or into some water or something as a way of cleansing yourself from whatever that pain was. So we're going to forgive not for them, but for us. And I promise you, once you do it, you'll feel so much freer. So those are 3 quick tips that I hope can help you or anybody that you know start that process of forgiving people that have hurt you and did things to you. Because in order for us to grow and go to that next level, we must find a way to forgive. Now, you know what I need you to do, right? You gotta subscribe. You gotta hit the bell to get all the notifications. You gotta like, share, comment, retweet. Now, hey, if you or anybody you know has a problem, an issue that you need me and Miss Betty Burntout to help you solve, just email, just comment, just DM me, and simply ask, how to, Freddy?